Hello and welcome back to Fee Gaming. We're back with Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. Just loaded in from the end of the prologue, and so it started the cutscene automatically. If I had my way, I would have introduced the episode before the scene started. Anyway, we just found out that Estelle and Joshua's father and relative stepfather for Joshua is missing in action. The airliner that he had been on had been taken or disappeared out of nowhere, and this was after we had just resolved the Esmelis Sepis crystal issue. So, how about we get back into the episode? Estelle, are you in there? Joshua? Dinner's ready. Just to let you know, we'll be having roasted basil chicken and onion soup gratin. Jesus Christ, that sounds gorgeous. I just had dinner and I'm already hungry again. That sounds so good. I'll come down later. So why don't you two go on ahead and eat? Alright. Well, make sure you come down before it gets cold, okay? The Wheel of Fortune card. Again. Something really is going on. I just can't see what it is. Where's Estelle? She said to go ahead and eat without her. She didn't seem to have an appetite. I see. That's when you know something's really wrong with Estelle. She's always got an appetite. She's got hollow legs like me. She took the news a lot better than I thought she would. It's not surprising she doesn't want to come out of her room though, seeing as how close she is with her father. I agree. So, what do you think about all this, Shara? Is it an accident, or is it an incident? To be honest, I couldn't say either way. Your dad is a top-class bracer. When it comes to crisis management, he's the best there is. Whichever it is, if your father happens to be there, it'll get resolved. But the fact is, an airliner, along with your father, has gone missing. In other words, what you're trying to say is that things that shouldn't have happened, right? No. So obvious. Don't lose heart on me now. You need to be a stout wall of support and bear Estelle up. I'll get to work tomorrow and see what I can find out. Man, it sure smells good down here. I can't stand it any longer. Sorry if the mic volume sounds different. I boosted the input volume by 7 decibels, so sorry if I blast your ears off. I'll be listening to the recording after, and if I think it's too loud I'll lower it by a few decibels, but I figured maybe me sounding all muffly and stuff is because of the input not quite being sharp enough, you know? What? Estelle, are you okay? I'm so hungry I thought I was gonna pass out. Oh, this looks good. Bon appetit. Aren't you two having any? This is great. The basil flavor really comes out when you roast it. You sure know how to cook, Joshua. Well, thanks. Come on, Shara. Didn't you just sit there too? Do you want to drink some of my dad's brandy from his secret stash whilst he's away? I'm pretty sure there's a bottle of Stanrose that's about 20 years old in there. Did you say Stanrose? And 20 years old too? Shara, what do you think you're doing? Sigh. Sorry, Estelle. I'm going to have to pass this time. She was so tempted to nick that bottle of booze. By the way, what were you doing up in your room? You didn't come down even after Joshua called you for supper. Ah, alright. I was just looking for some extra underwear. I was having a bit of trouble finding one of my favourites because it was stuffed in the back of one of my drawers. Underwear? Oh, and a set of gear for travelling. I mean, who knows how long we'll be gone? So I figured, as long as we're prepared, we'll have nothing to worry about. So what you're saying is, you intend to head to Bose to find your father? Well, duh, that's a no-brainer. And while I can't imagine anything bad happening to him, despite his horrible luck, waiting around just doesn't suit me, so I'm gonna go check things out for myself. You really are something else. Whether it's your positive attitude or thick skin, I can't say, but... What? That's so rude, Joshua. But you are coming along too, right? Of course. However, it looks like all airliner flights have been cancelled until the army finishes their search. It seems that the only way to Bose is on foot. Walk to Bose, huh? I wonder how long that's gonna take. For a bracer on foot, if they hurry, they can make it there in about half a day. But if that's the route you're taking, that makes things easy. I think I'll tag along as well. Really? You'll come with us? But aren't you busy with a bunch of other jobs and stuff? Hey, I trained under your father, right? Did you honestly think I'd just sit there when something could have happened to the person I owe so much to? I'm going to talk to Aina and have her pass my jobs at the guild to another member. Shara! We really appreciate this, Shara. You two shouldn't be thanking me. I just can't leave a job as big as this to a bunch of newbies. I hate to say it, but you're probably right. Oh well. Since Shara's coming along for the ride now, I do feel a bit more confident. We do appreciate you coming with us. Myself as well. Anyway, let's make sure to drop by the guild tomorrow morning before we leave. I need to explain the situation to Aina. And of course talk to every Tom, Dick and Harry that we come across. The disappearance of Valende. I understand the situation now. To be frank though, with Sherazade taking off after Cassius, I'm going to be really short-handed. But since this involves him directly, please don't worry about anything. I really appreciate this, Aina. Make good use of Ridge whilst we're gone. He should be able to deal with at least 3 times his normal workload. Don't you think that's a bit harsh? Don't worry, if things get too hectic, I'll ask for help from the Grand Soul branch. By the way, Sherazade, can I get a minute? I'd like to talk to you about the job you're going to do. Sure, no problem. Estelle, Joshua, could I have you two wait upstairs? I'll be done in a minute. Understood. Shara? If we're going to be waiting, would you mind if we did it out in front of the clock tower? I'd like to say hi to someone. Ah, yes. That's right. Okay, then let's meet up in front of the clock tower. As soon as I'm done here, I'll head over there myself. Got it. Come on, Joshua. Sure. Septune calendar 1075. Erected in partnership with the Lebel royal family, Septune Church and the Roland City. Septune calendar 1192. Destroyed during the 100 Days War when Roland was bombarded by the Erebonian Imperial Army. Septune calendar 1197. Rebuilt with the cooperation of the citizens of Roland. Every time I see this clock tower, I always think they sure did a superb job restoring it after the war. You can sure feel the spirit of Roland's people from this. Estelle? Joshua? What do you think about going up with me and waiting until Sheriff shows up? You mean the clock tower? Sure, I don't mind. Okay, come on. The morning air is so refreshing. Hey look, Joshua! We can see the house from here. You're right, I can see the roof. But do you want to tell me what's going on since you've always avoided coming up here? I was under the impression that you didn't like this place. I like this place, but I just can't casually come up here. Because this place is where my mom died. What? "10 years ago, during the war, sorry, I had a bit of a moment there. When the Imperial Army surrounded Roland, they bombarded the symbols of the city, the clock tower, to try and get the citizens to surrender. This was at the time Dad was fighting the Royal Army. I wanted to see who he was fighting against, so I climbed up the clock tower. And when the bombardment started, I couldn't get away. When I came to, I had hardly a scratch on me. My mother had saved me. I was wrapped tightly in her arms, shielded from the rubble. And as I cried, she sang my favourite lullaby. But when they finally dug us free, she was gone. After the war ended, and this place had been rebuilt, I avoided coming here for the most part. It's not because I have painful memories of this place though. It's just, when I come here, a part of me wants so much to draw on her strength. Plus, I felt that I can't be strong like her if I'm always trying to rely on her. Estelle. But today is okay, right? Relying on her just this once. Asking her to bring Dad home safely. Asking her to protect him. Of course it is. And don't worry, Dad's safe for sure. Your mother's protecting him, so there's no doubt in my mind that he's safe. And if he happens to be in a bit of trouble, you can come to his rescue, right? Just like your mother did for you. You can do the same for your dad. And don't forget, I'm here to help you too. Joshua. I know I can't completely understand everything you've been through, but I can stay here by your side as I am now. And if you need a shoulder to cry on, you've always got mine. So, huh? Joshua, you're trying too hard. You shouldn't say things like that so lightly. What do you mean? If it were any other girl, I would have totally misinterpreted your intentions just now. You are seriously the type who's going to have problems with romantic relationships in the future. Estelle, I think you intended those implications. The guy absolutely dotes on you, man. Honestly, I'm starting to get worried. Well, excuse me for trying to be nice. Why do you have to be like that when somebody is genuinely worried about you? Thanks for cheering me up, Joshua. I feel a lot better now. Well, I guess as long as I get some kind of thanks, it was worth looking like a complete fool. But you are unbelievable. I mean, what the hell, man? Don't be so mad. I'm really thankful, believe it or not. So how about we get down from here, huh? I'm sure Cheryl's already waiting for us. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, she was probably looking up there and just like giggling, you know. He's like, oh, looks like they're having a romantic moment. Mom, I finally realized why I wanted to become a bracer. It's so I could become strong and protect others just like you. So please watch and see. I won't fail to bring Dad home safe again. Aww. The two of you had such a cute scene going on up there. Why, my cheeks even feel a bit hot just thinking about it. What's that supposed to mean? Well, you were spying on us. Give me some credit, would you? I just happened to see you when I looked up to check the time. I sure wish I had an orbal camera though to get a shot of that view. Oh, come on. What are you trying to say, Shera? That's called familial bonding. Plain and simple. It's kind of like your habit of hugging everyone after your third bottle of wine. Let's not get into that. What's with the sigh? You really don't know how to take a joke, do you? Well, whatever. Did you say hi to Lena whilst you were up there? Yeah. I even asked her to watch over Dad. I see. Then I guess it looks like we're all set. You know, Lena's protection is equal to that of the goddess herself. Your dad's safety is pretty much guaranteed as of now. I think you may be giving her a little too much credit. Now that you mention it, you met Estelle's mother before, right, Cheryl? Yes, when I was a child. I was still in the troupe at the time. A troupe? Yeah, a troupe in a travelling circus. Cheryl was a dancer. Although it was a long time ago, we first met when she came to Roland with the circus. 12 years ago to be exact. I was 11 and Estelle was 4. And because of that chance encounter, when I became a bracer, I trained under your father. Ah, I didn't know that. Maybe I'll tell you about it sometime when I get a chance. Are you about ready to head out for Bose? With airliner flights cancelled, we'll just have to make our way to Bose the old-fashioned way, by foot. First we'll need to make our way to the Verte Bridge checkpoint, which sits on the border of the Bose region. The Verte Bridge is located at the west end of the Milch Main Road. Looks like we're all set, so let's go. Yeah, this cocktail pretty much represents Estelle's mother's gravestone. Not gonna lie, that's one hell of a gravestone. Right, now let's go talk to everyone under the sun. Papa, I'm only 7 years old. Well, I guess uni won't be able to live under my roof forever. Maybe I should start looking for a husband for my daughter right now, like Reno's mother is looking for him. Oh, I don't know, but... yeah, definitely a bit early. Recently, my husband and father have started opening up to each other. I'm so glad. There's nothing better than having a warm and loving family. I guess it was worth all the trouble I went through to lecture my father about familial relationships. My husband finally came home from the mine. I wonder how many days it's been since he was here before now. My daughter is ecstatic. I've prepared a wonderful meal to celebrate. It's been a while since we've eaten together as a family. My daddy's here. He just came home and even said he would play with me later. Yay! Well, if it isn't the two braces from the other day. Wait, you're the mine chief of Amalga? I want you to know that you really helped me out the other day. The monster scare has finally settled down too. So I was finally able to make it home for the first time in a while. Things are much more relaxing at home, that's for sure. I want to play with my daddy as soon as I can. Estelle, Joshua, are you really heading for Bose? I should have guessed you'd know. You're always one of the first to hear anything. There's a little something we need to check on, so that's why we're headed to Bose. Not only is Cassius gone, but now you two are leaving. I want to tag along. Joshua, take me with you. I don't think that would be a good idea. But I'm concerned about other incidents happening. I get so worried, and I want the scoop. Okay, this time I'll wait here for you like a good girl, so hurry back. If all of you are gone, it's going to be a big drain on my news sources. That's what she's concerned about. I waffled back and forth from it, but in the end I decided to go with him to the Queen's birthday celebration as a couple. My mother is already going with her friends. I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to go with him. Burrow City is like a huge metropolis, right? The coruscating lamps of the sleepless city. The elegant Grantal Castle resting silently on the lakefront. By the way, terrible place to build a castle, but... The endless comings and goings of the people. The energy and excitement from the stop sign, the streets. I assume she means the stalls. From the stalls lining the streets, the festival parade and the fireworks. I get so excited just thinking about it. And to think I'll actually be going. I'm so excited I can hardly even say it. My heart is beating so quickly. Yes! I invited her to the Queen's birthday celebration and she said yes! I'm going to have to get a part-time job and save up some cash. Today is another great day for a cat nap. It looks like we'll be able to relax this afternoon. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I saw the boss here in town. I'd better be careful so he doesn't catch me ditching work. Yeah, so careful. If it isn't Estelle and Joshua, what's with all the baggage? Actually, Estelle explained that they were heading to Bose. Oh, I see. I'd be worried too if I were in your shoes. You should probably get going then. Waiting around certainly isn't your style. You're right. I'll be going then. Things have taken a turn for worse, haven't they? Joshua, make sure to support Estelle, okay? Yesterday, I saw something flying away from the south. It was too big to be a bird, so it makes me wonder what it was. These old eyes could have been playing tricks on me, though. Oh, so you saw the airship. That reminds me, I heard the mayor's place got robbed. Breaking into the mayor's home of all places. Now that's what you call bold. I'm just glad that nobody was hurt. Any more foods? Nah. I've made up my mind. I'm going to believe in the man my daughter chose to marry. I'm sure he'll work hard to be independent to make my daughter happy. Maybe I'll just see what I can do to help him out for a change. It appears that the new menu is being well received. The menu that Alyssa thought up is especially popular. I might as well hire a new waitress and get Alyssa to help me in the kitchen full time. The new menu is so popular that we're always running out of ingredients. This is terribly ineffective, so I think we'll need to re-examine how we stock our goods. Yeah, you probably need a bigger warehouse that's probably cooled in some fashion. Now, I'm not going to bother going to the Amalgam Mine for the to talk to the people there because that's just too far. The Royal Army is out searching for the missing airliner, but according to the company information, it looks like it still hasn't been found. Of all the things that could have happened, now I won't be able to check out the hot girls coming and going from the airliners for a while. Come on, Royal Army, this is what I'm paying my taxes for. One of the Royal Oval Ship Corporation airliners completely vanishing is unprecedented. I hope both the airliner and its passengers are safe. Anything down here? No. It looks like the airliner that left Bose has gone missing. I'm getting worried. We haven't received any contact from the airliner. Okay, and the hotel. Oh? Are you off somewhere? It appears that all airliner flights have been cancelled, so... Yeah, that's why we're heading to Bose on foot. There are some things that we want to investigate there. Ah, so this has something to do with work, does it? Forgive me for not being aware of the situation. Have a safe trip. A number of guests left for Bose on foot this morning. With the airliners not running, it's been pretty inconvenient for people, but most are making do. Now, the people that he's mainly referring to is the reporters, as well as our little thief. Well, good morning, everyone. Are you going on a journey somewhere? Yeah, just over to Bose. Oh, is that so? Then in that case, could I ask a favour of you? I had wanted to send Father Holstein a letter, but the airliners are grounded. So how about it? Can I get you to deliver this letter whilst you're there in Bose? Sure, we'll do it. It shouldn't be a problem since the letter's not that big to begin with. I really appreciate it. Alright then, here you are. So all we need to do is give this letter to Father Holstein in Bose, right? Yes. The chapel is on the east side of the Bose city, so it should be fairly easy to locate. Traveling around other regions and broadening your knowledge is food for the mind. I pray that the goddess will guide you on your journey. Please make sure this letter is delivered to the right hands. The chapel is on the east side of the Bose city, so it should be easy to locate. I told the children about the Brazier Guild in our last lesson. Luke was especially attentive. I guess for young boys, braces are like heroes. Well, they are pretty much cliche heroes, but they get paid for their work. So it's not entirely cliche, which I'm grateful for, because if it was too much, I'd be like, ugh, you know. Lately, my father-in-law has been giving me job advice. Coming from an industry veteran, there's a lot I can learn. It seems I've been pretty conceited over my work in the past. I feel pretty embarrassed about it now. Well, he seems to be taking it well. There are some people that would absolutely lose their mind over being given so-called advice without being asked. Oh, it's Estelle. You going somewhere? Something like that. I'll be away from running for a while. Don't cry yourself to sleep whilst I'm gone. Shut up. Who's gonna cry themselves to sleep over you? But, do you know when you'll be coming back? I have no idea. Oh. Hurry and come back, alright? Did you say something? Never mind. Oh, he's got a crush on Estelle. That's why he's so mean to her. Recently, even my husband has been talking with Pat about a lot of things. We've finally become a close family. I read in the Liberal News that the Bose has been hit by a recent string of burglaries. Speaking of Bose, it's the economic centre of the borough. There's sure a lot of people with criminal minds these days. I didn't realize it until now, but my dad knows a lot of stuff. Adults are amazing. My son Ashton hardly ever comes home from his job at the checkpoint, and my grandson Luke is always off playing somewhere, every day. It all makes me feel a tad bit lonely. Yeah, That septium from Vermeer finally arrived. Now this is one fine crystal, I tell you. And I hear it's even going to be a present for Her Majesty the Queen. It's been a while since I've been this excited to do a job, that's for sure. This is something I dare not leave up to Freddy to handle. Poor guy. The piece of septium that my dad was asked to engrave for the mayor has finally arrived. This is the first time I've ever seen such a splendid piece of Esmus. My dad's doing the etchings on it right now. I just can't compare when it comes to the kind of detail that my dad can do on a septium. Yeah, detail work generally does require more experience than innovation. Okay, I don't have enough for that. Ornaments. Okay. Oh, my back. Oh, you know, I just realised. The episode's running a bit long. I was enjoying talking to other peoples, you know? Well, since it's reached the end of episode time, I'm going to pack it up right here. We'll come back pretty much where we left off, right here in the Bracer Guild. We'll continue to talk to the people that before we leave, in case there's more hidden quests or items. And then we'll get going with the quest line. Get the main story proper started, you know? Well, I hope you enjoyed the show, and have a good day. I'll see you next time.